Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, dan salam kebajikan. First of all, I would like to thank Ma'am Siska Noviranti as a lecturer in the Research Methodology and Scientific Writing course. Introducing, my name is Gabriela Priscilla from International ICT Business 2018. Allow me to present my final project from the Research Methodology and Scientific Writing course with the title Comparative Analysis of Financial Performance by Indonesia and Singapore Telecommunication Companies. At the company, PT Telkom Indonesia and Singapore Telecommunication. The telecommunication industry is currently growing. According to a report from leading global telecommunication industry statistic in 2020, at least in there will be approximately 7.7 million of mobile-enabled broadband subscription in worldwide. This is related to the development and expansion of network in this industry. It can be seen from the number of mobile telecommunication revenue in the world from 2015 to 2019 that increasing effectively. A good financial performance can also be seen in terms of financial statement, where the financial statement will be analyzed using financial ratio. A lot of benefit that we can take if we analyze using financial ratio, such as the ability to determine the financial position of a business over a certain period of time. The researchers are interested to compare the financial performance between Telkom Indonesia and Singapore Telecommunication, and it becomes an interesting research. Both countries are located in Asia region and included in state-owned telecommunication companies. In the fact that Singtel was nominated as the most sustainable corporation in the world. Next, the PT Telkom and Singtel are companies that are directly under the government both are located right on the ASEAN continent. So the researcher want to compare between the two well-known telecommunication company in the country. The research question is, how is the financial performance of Telkom Indonesia? How is the financial performance of Singtel? And how is the comparison of financial performance between Telkom Indonesia and Singtel? And from the research question that I just discussed, we can also conclude that the objective of this research are to find out the result of the financial performance of Telkom Indonesia, to find out the result of the financial performance of Singtel, and the last is to compare the financial performance of Telkom Indonesia and Singtel. And the benefits are divided into two. The first is the theoretical aspect. In this theoretical aspect, this research expected can provide the knowledge about the financial performance of a company by using financial ratios as an analysis in comparing the financial performance of existing telecommunication companies. And the second one is practically. For the company to be analyzed, the result of this study will be information that can evaluate the company, so that in the end, the company can improve its financial performance, as well as for investor and shareholders. For investor and shareholders, this can be used as valid information from research, which will be used to make a decision for potential investor or used as decision to be taken in the future. In the literature review section, there are 5 types, and the first is financial statement, second is the types of financial statement, the third is financial performance, the fourth is the type of financial ratio, and the last is uses and limitation of ratio analysis. Next, researchers have several references from several previous studies, some of which researchers took one of them from the journal entitled Ratio Analysis Comparability between Chinese and Japanese firm, written by Chunhui Liu. The similarities are using the same test method, namely the Wilcoxon Sign Rank test, as a comparative test of financial performance. And another study entitled Comparison of the Financial Performance of State-Owned Companies in the Mining Sector in Indonesia and China, seen from the financial ratio studied by Yuli Latukonsina. This research has similarities, namely comparison of company financial performance and also the method used. In this study, researchers start from the analysis of financial statement. Then the next step is to analyze the financial statement, including the profit and loss section, and also the balance sheet. To analyze the financial statement of a company, researchers use the method of financial ratio. From the method of financial ratio, there are 4 financial ratio used, namely of solvency ratio, activity, liquidity, and profitability ratio. After getting the result of this ratio, it can be assess how the financial performance of each Indonesia and Singapore telecommunication company. Then researcher can compare the financial performance between the two companies, and then For the research hypothesis, the hypothesis of the study is H1 if there are differences in financial performance between PT Telkom Indonesia and Singapore Telecommunication. Next, the research characteristic. The type of research used in this research is quantitative method that is used to conduct accurate measurement experiment on opinions, knowledge, behavior, and attitudes, which is quoted from the book of by Indrawati, 2015. This type of research is descriptive research which describe or explain phenomenon related to an object or population subject, so that in descriptive research it can be used to take into account the proportion of the population that has certain traits or characteristics. In conducting the research uses a type of comparative investigation in which the researcher wants to compare the result of one study with another study. From the involvement of the researcher did not change the final data because the researcher got the data from source that had been obtained previously. Based on it, this analysis is individual and also based on the execution time, namely panel data. The researcher used 4 variables such as solvency ratio, activity liquidity, and profitability ratio. Solvency ratio is used to find out how much the company is financed by debt and measure the ability of how the company will pay its debt in the short time and long term if the company is dissolved. In the solvency, there are 2 types, named financial leverage and time interest earned ratio. And the next is the activity ratio is used to measure the effectiveness of company in using its asset, or can also be said to be able to measure the efficiency level of the benefits of the company resource use. In the activity ratio, there are 3 types of sub-variable, total asset turnover, and the receivable turnover, and the inventory turnover. And then there is the liquidity ratio, which is used to measure the ability to meet short-term and or liabilities, especially debt that is past due. There are 2 liquidity ratio measurement, current asset and quick ratio. And the last is profitability ratio, is a ratio to measure the company ability to seek profit. There are types of variables used, named net profit margin, return on asset, and return on equity. And there are various steps which require to move into the research phase in the research. The first is problem formulation. The research formulates the problem from the previous phenomenon. The usage of financial ratio is implemented in this case to analyze Indonesia and Singapore telecommunication business financial ratio. And in this second stage, the researcher used the theories and previous research as reference in answering the research. The literature review itself was found in various books related to research and international journal as reference. In the third stage, the research formulates hypotheses based on the result of the previous problem formulation. In the fourth stage, the research obtains secondary data about the financial performance of telecommunication business in Indonesia and Singapore, specifically Telkom Indonesia and Singapore Telecom. In this fifth stage is Telkom Indonesia and Singtel financial statement will previously obtained. Financial ratio analysis will be applied to both sets of data. Normal data will be used in parametric test, and the non-normal data will be used in a non-parametric test. And this final stage, the researcher will summarize the outcomes of the study and provide recommendation for what conclusion to draw. And the population of this study is the financial statement of telecommunication companies in Indonesia and Singapore. This one sample is non-probability sampling technique. This technique is random sample where none of the elements are the same because of the non-probability sample. This result may not be possible to generalize to the population. Purposive sampling was used. The purposive sampling strategy is how to select samples planned by the researcher because samples are the only source of information available to a researcher. And next, the data collection and data resource. The data collection from this research by using secondary data, where the data is used in the form of ready-made data, which is then collected, processed by other parties, and has also been published. The secondary of this study and the financial statement of the two government-owned telecommunication company from the 2016 until 2020 period. And the source of this research data is obtained from the company internal data and the annual report that describe the company annual activities. Researchers will compare the financial performance of Indonesia and Singapore Telecommunication Corporation using ratio analysis and the Wilcoxon sign rank test in this study. Then the data will be examined. And the first is researcher obtain the financial report data from the two companies' annual report for the period from 2016 until 2020 that are publicly available on the company website. Researcher analyze the financial ratio calculation and calculate the ratio using the financial leverage, time interest earned, and total asset turnover, inventory turnover, receivable turnover, current ratio, and quick ratio, and net profit margin ratio, and the last is return on asset and return on equity. And the third is the researcher will conduct a normality test to find out whether the analyzed data can be normally distributed or not. Parametric test, statistical test will be used in the this research if the resulting data is normally distributed. A non-parametric test will be conducted if the data is not normally distributed, while a non-random test is used if it is not. And the fourth is once the data is found to be non-normally distributed, the next step is to do the Wilcoxon sign rank test, which is to see if there difference between the data and you obtained earlier. And the fifth is next will be testing the hypothesis, and the last is to explain the conclusion from its result that have been analyzed and calculated. I think that's all I want to share at this moment. Thank you so much for your interest and kind attention. My name is Gabriela. Have a good day.